Satyapal Jain ji, there are concerns that are being raised. Why have you asked only Muslim women? But the fact is that Muslim women are a big entity and a big grouping itself who will become, who will influence and who will have an opinion on a common civil code. Largely, they are all saying we are in favor. Now questions are being raised. What about the tribals? What about the women in the northeast? Have you spoken to all of them?
Sir, I will like to make 2 points. Number one, first about the desirability of the UCC. Most of the people are in favor of the UCC, as has been predicted by your survey also. Indian Constitution, the first line says, we the people of India. It doesn't say we the Hindus of India or we the Muslims of India or we the people based on the caste, etc., etc. Move on to Article 14, which gives you right of equality irrespective of your religion, caste, etc. 44 talks of the fact that state shall endeavor to secure UCC for all the citizens of the country. So there is a desirability, it is a mandate of the Constitution. We have to go for the UCC. We have already waited for 73 years. It is high time now that we go for that. So far as your survey part is concerned, I think basically you were right in conducting the survey among the Muslim women because of a simple reason that for the last 2 months, the only argument and the only allegation that is being leveled against the UCC is that it is anti-Muslim. It is against the Muslims. That is the major argument which is being given by those who are criticizing it. I feel that those who are opposing UCC are anti-women. Only anti-women are criticizing the UCC. UCC will ensure equality irrespective of your religion, caste, creed, and the sooner we do it, I think it will be in the interest of the nation as a whole. It will unite this country. It will give a sense of equality among all the sections of society. You can't have different religion. If you are you belong to a particular person, you say I can marry first, second, third, fourth wife, and other person says because you don't belong to my religion, to other religion, you can't more than one. I feel it should be equal law, civil law for everybody. But I want to clarify one thing. People are confusing it with the rights that have to be performed by marrying. We don't away, UCC doesn't take away that right. If you are a Hindu, you will perform the marriage as per Arya Samaj, Jain Samaj, whatever Sanatan Dharma, etc., etc., but marry only once. If you are a Sikh, you will perform your marriage by having what we call as Lama around Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Nobody will stop that. If you are a Muslim, you can marry by performing Nikah. If you are a Christian, you can perform that marriage according to the Christian, the rights and all that. Don't confuse that UCC will mean
so
you have to
it's not going to impede on your rights,
the
but the law that governs the marriage becomes even. Waris Pathan, where do you stand before we bring in the ladies, Karuna Nandi and Amana Ansari? Yes, Waris Pathan. The survey says overwhelming number of women, Muslim women, 8,000 plus Muslim women, overwhelming number in favor of a common civil code, or the contours or the ambits, aspects that cover
the survey conducted by you, Anand, the survey conducted by you or your channel is biased, is misleading with a malified intention to target a particular community. I don't believe this survey. If you wanted to survey, you could ask the tribal women also what is their opinion on the UCC. You could have questioned the Christian women, you could have questioned the Naga people, but you have just chosen to survey the Muslims, and in 25 states you have done the survey of 8,000 women. I invite you, your survey team and your camera person, along with me to various states in India. We will survey more than 50,000 women, and I am sure all of them will say they don't want a UCC. Your survey is termed as a MCC, Muslim Court Survey. That is why I don't believe that. And in our country, we have got pluralism, diversity. There is a constitution given to us by Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, which talk about pluralism and secularism. Modi government wants to remove that. Why this survey? Why did you not survey the tribals? And in our constitution itself, Anand, they are talking, because why do I say biased? Because in our constitution, part 4, article 36 to 51 speaks about directive principles. We say liquor ban, which talks about equality, free legal aid, protection of citizens, equal pay for workers. Why don't you talk about that? That is why I say with
the same
mala fide
36 to
intention,
51,
Modi and
Waris
the BJP
Pathan, the
wants
same
get the
36 to
UCC
51 has
implemented.
44,
Yes.
which says that, which talks about a uniform civil code. The other aspect, when you said it talks about pluralism
Shall
and
endeavor.
secularism, then sir, you should not bat for personal law, because personal law then gets into the ambit of personal faith. It does not become secular. And sir, women, you are talking about the rights of women. We went and asked them the various aspects. Should marriage age be the same for men and women? They said yes. Should they get equal right in inheritance? They said yes. Should they have the right to adopt? If they don't have an heir, they said yes. Should they have the right to remarry just as a man has after divorce? They said yes. So these are all under the ambit of a uniform civil code. Amana Ansari, Waris Pathan says that our entire survey is biased. What is your point of view?
Yeah, this is the typical thing ki, until unless you produce the kind of outcome we want, you are a bias. We won't accept any survey, any opinion, any dissent voices until unless we approve those kind of opinion or ideas. So Waris Pathan should stop speaking on the behalf of the Indian Muslim women. He has no stake into it. And obviously, coming from a main perspective, why would they want a change in personal laws? Because it's very beneficial to them. Waris Pathan can have 4 wives. Why would he want that law to, scrapped away? This entire personal Muslim law will give him so many privileges over the women. He would always say that personal law should be there. Let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
The Muslim society has been peddling this idea that All India Muslim Personal Law Board represent Indian population. And imagine they don't have, till 2015, they didn't have a Muslim women wing. ये हालात थे इनके कि जहां पे मुस्लिम विमेन विंग नहीं बैठी हुई है, and they kept saying कि this is what our women wants. Now Muslim women are speaking up. They don't like the fact that Muslim women can come forward and speak for themselves, can have their own opinion.